we have some barriers to building wealth. And these problems can be crippling to some students. What you've just seen is that if you started with $1,000 a month and you achieved a realistic target of 3%, which I guarantee the vast majority of you are not achieving right now, which is why you're here, which is okay, right? It's why you're here, right? But at 3% a month, it's going to take you well over 13 years in order to reach a place where you can actually retire from trading. Now, these barriers can be crippling for some students. And I want to speak about some of the problems that we see a lot of new students and even some veteran students of trading facing as they try to navigate the world of trading and building wealth using trading. Now, the first problem is that their account size is too small. And so we just saw that if someone was starting with $1,000, the profit they'd get in month one based on 3% return would be $30. And let's say they doubled that, which means now they're getting over 100% return in a year, which is astronomical, right? Bearing in mind that, you know, most banks will give you 0.7% on your money every single year. The average return for real estate is, I think, 8 or 9%. So if you're getting now 100%, right, it's just far beyond the realms of realism. Okay. And so the problem is a lot of people, their account size is so small that what happens is a few things. First of all, that small losses really hurt. They're painful, right? If you've got a small account and you're trading and you make a small loss, and what happens then is they try to emotionally counteract this, and we start to see people revenge trading. Now, the second thing that we see with small account sizes is that students will risk too much, right? Is they don't like the fact that they're only getting $30 on their $1,000, right? They're only getting 3%. They don't like that, right? It's like, well, I don't like the fact that I can only get 3%. I've only got $500 to play with, but I don't like the fact that my target's only 3% or 42% a year. I want to get triple that. Well, I mean, you'll be the only person on the planet that gets triple that, but let's pretend that you do. What happens is that they will end up risking too much. They over leverage themselves in order to get bigger profits, and they end up blowing their account. And we've seen this way too many times where students will try to counteract a small account by over leveraging themselves. Now, the third thing that happens is we'll see students that have a small account is they will fall victim to get rich quick schemes. Right now, I just want to tell you guys, get rich quick schemes do not exist. Or they do exist, but they're full of rubbish. Right? If you fall for it, you're going to end up wasting your money twice over because you'll have to pay for it, and then you'll end up losing your money in the get rich quick scheme. Right? So it's just a bad decision overall.